it's also U.S. soldiers. So we want to hear from Niko House. Thank you for being here.
How's everybody doing? Good. First of all, I want to say thank you all so much for being out here. I know it's hot, but you could live in New York and be cold as hell right now, so I think we should count our blessings, right? I want to say thank you to the young Iraqi woman who just spoke, because she brought up something that I think doesn't get brought up enough, and it's something that probably angers me to tears sometimes. When these conflicts spark off, it is always the brown and black people of any given region, not just the Middle East. Even when we look at Venezuela, who are the primary people affected by our sanctions. The mestizos, the indigenous, the black people. We cannot forget who we are fighting for. Our troops, I'm a veteran. My brother is in the Navy right now. That 82nd Airborne that they just deployed, that was who I was a part of. It was a culture that I was raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and then went on to the military to become a part of. Some of these people I know. I don't want them to be put in harm's way, but at the end of the day, I know that they are the ones going to be pointing guns at innocent people.
Right.
And that is something I believe that we should absolutely highlight more often. Talk about our soldiers, but we need to really be putting emphasis on those who are down. Because we went to Iraq for WMDs, didn't find any WMDs, but we somehow find hundreds of thousands of innocent Iraqi people to kill. Isn't that coincidental? Now, I want to say regarding this situation with Iran, this conflict with Iran, I've heard people claim to be, they're against the war, but then they'll say, well, this general was evil and we know he was a terrorist, and we didn't ask for all that. It is not we're not here to judge. We're not God or whatever higher being you believe in. The fact of the matter is, why are they calling him evil? Why do they call Assad evil? Why do they call Maduro evil? Why do they call Gaddafi evil? Super weird. These people all lead countries that have a lot of oil. That's super weird, right? Everybody, just if you're sitting on oil, you're evil now. But the truth of the matter is, the reason we cannot allow our arguments to be dictated by quote-unquote good and evil as far as individuals are concerned, especially when it comes to our media, especially when it comes to our government and our politicians, is because that is always the framework they use to go and take resources that do not belong to us. Understanding the manufacturing of consent is exactly how we will prevent the next war. Period, point blank. Whoever your favorite politician is, they have all misstepped. I don't care who it is. I'm a Tulsa supporter by the most anti-war you can get. She's misstepped in this. Bernie Sanders, I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter. He's misstepped in this. AOC has misstepped in this. We were talking about Venezuela and Maduro, for example. They've all done it. But you, as an activist, you, as an educated observer, have a responsibility to say, well, no. What is the evilness or lack thereof of this particular being who was elected by their own people, who is empowered by their own people, have to do with our involvement in someone else's country? That especially when they did not call for us to be there, we did not go to the United Nations, and then we did what we did yesterday or a couple of days ago, which is assassinate the second most powerful person in Iran, a sovereign government that has a sovereign military, and might I add, one of the largest militaries in the world. Strategically, it's stupid. But guess what? Even if strategically it was smart, it would still be wrong, and we should still be out here protesting it. So until we genuinely understand the causes of these wars and the reasons for these wars, we won't ever get the result that we desire. It isn't just about being anti-war. You have to be more educated than the neoliberal and the neoconservative to your right and left, the neoliberals and the neoconservatives that you're engaged with on social media, in your schools, in your jobs. But of course, don't be angry at them. Be compassionate. Share, because that's how they also manufacture consent. They play on our emotions, they get us angry, and then we're angry that they got angry, so we're yelling at the people who are already angry, and then we just become combative and we get into an internal war with our country. No, we have to show the compassion that we are demanding our politicians and our leadership. You educate them. You educate yourself. You help them understand You don't have to call them evil if you're against the war. You should just be against the war, period. You don't have to demonize this person or this group of people. If you're against the war, you should be against the war, period. And then, and only then, until we understand that, and then once again, help people understand the end game, because I think it's pretty easy to distill what this is all about. It's about money. It's about oil. If you ever want to know, if you ever want to just tell like a Trump supporter who is like, because there's a lot of them out there that are a little bit blinded. They're blind witnesses right now, okay? They're like, oh, somebody actually attacked, funny story, somebody attacked Tulsi for being part of the CFR because she's against the war. And I was like, you have no idea how stupid that sounds, but okay. But in all seriousness, there are blind witnesses out there and they have their reasons for being that way. But guess what you just tell them? Man, if Trump cares so much about human rights atrocities, when we invaded Saudi Arabia? Yeah, we got a date for that? Anybody know we're invading Saudi Arabia? No? Not too much. Yeah, they got a lot of oil. But they don't got more oil than Iran. That's why they don't like them. Anybody know we're about to invade Israel? Does anybody know? Because there's still an apartheid there, right? There's still a genocide taking place as we speak. But we don't invade them. That's crazy. I know we care so much about human rights atrocities. At the end of the day, it's about the money. It is always about the money. And I'll leave you with this. I watched Avatar the other day, 2009, one of the best movies. I'm not talking about The Last Airbender, although that is an amazing series as well. But James Cameron's Avatar, and towards the end of the movie, when they're about to hit the climax of the story, he says, "This is it. This is what we always do. If somebody has something we want, we make them the enemy, so that we can justify attacking them and destroying them to take what they're sitting on." That is all it comes down to at the end of the day. And so, demonstrations like this, your activism outside of here, what you're going to do when you go home, what you're going to do when you go back to school, all of this matters. They have something we want, but no matter what that is, we have to make the world know that we don't want it if it has to cost innocent lives, if it means going to war, if it means killing my brother and sister in arm, your brothers and sisters in Iraq. We don't want it. Nothing is worth that money. Nothing is worth that oil. We got a lot of students out here. Okay? So thank you all so very much for being here. And God bless.